What is up, guys? Welcome back to another vlog on the Rounds Fam 4 channel. My hair is like crazy. You guys can see all my lances. But oh my goodness, what are we doing? What's been going on with us? Why are we MIA? Are we quitting YouTube? Are we alive? Yes, we are alive. Well, very healthy and blessed. So no, we are not quitting YouTube. We are continuing our YouTube blogging. Everything has just been so hectic, you guys, and I will explain everything. First and foremost, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Also, thank you to our new subscribers that have subscribed. Thank you to our new subscribers that have subscribed, and if you are not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. You will definitely be alerted when we post a new vlog. Let's jump right into what is going on, y'all. Oh, and if you guys do not follow us on Instagram. I post pictures and videos daily, well, kind of daily. Okay, so it is just really exhausting these days, and I wish there was more hours in a day so I can get ish done. So with that being said, what is going on? So, how do I tell you guys? It is, to me, it is insane because I just don't know. But anyways, let me tell you guys, my girls are in public school. Okay, so let's explain first, before you guys are like, okay, and public school, so what? Mine's kids in public school too. Well, for those that are new here, we homeschooled for 3 years. I homeschooled my oldest daughter for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade. She is currently in 5th grade. I homeschooled my youngest just for TK, so she is in currently kindergarten right now. Or when I had my oldest, my husband wasn't on board with homeschooling. He was just like, no, she needs to go to school, they need to go to school, they need to be around their peers and get socialization, and I get all that, y'all, but you know what, things nowadays are really horrible. Like, you've got to worry about school shootings, you got to be worrying about bullying, and you know, it's just crazy. So with that being said, he went on deployment, and I had a couple friends homeschool their kids, and once they told me the process, and also I failed to mention that I always wanted to homeschool, but I always thought I wasn't smart enough to homeschool my kids because I thought it was just like straight education from you, but it is education from like curriculums and the internet and just doing things. And if you hear the breeze, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to do this outside. So anyways, yeah, basically once I realized and I found out that it wasn't so much you had to basically, I mean, you do have to teach them, yes, but you get curriculums, you get parent handbooks and teacher's guides and all that stuff. So yeah, so I was just like, okay, cool, I can do this, you know. And anyways, so my husband went on deployment, and I had already filled out the paperwork, you know, and I think it was like, I don't remember, I don't know if it was like right before school started or right before she started her 2nd grade year, or if it was maybe like a week into the 2nd grade year, but I did start the paperwork. And so the 2nd week of school, I went and picked her up, normal day. I went and picked her up. It was a Wednesday. No, it was a Tuesday. And I picked her up, and the teacher pulled me aside, and my daughter was right there. And she basically told me that my daughter was not talking in class, and that if it continues, she's going to hold her after school because she's disrupting the class. And I was just like, okay, is she talking to her friends? Because when I had seen the student roster of that certain class, I noticed that her best friend from the neighborhood was in this class, and I was just like, oh great, they're gonna talk and, you know, trouble. And so she's just like, no, she's not talking at all, she's not partaking in discussions in the class, and it's disrupting our class. And I'm just like, well, her daddy did just leave for deployment, so I don't know if that could be it. And she's like, well, that's a part of her life that she just has to deal with. And from that moment on, I just kind of disengaged from the conversation and just was like, well, we already are filling out paperwork for homeschooling and whatever. So the next day, of course, as a mom, I wanted to, and by the way, when we walked away, my daughter grabbed a hold of my stomach area and she cried in my stomach. And I just said, I'm sorry, you're not in trouble, you know, I don't know what is wrong with this teacher. And I had heard rumors about this teacher that she was not nice and she was harsh and she just was not very sensitive. So I knew going into it that I kind of knew we were going to have issues with the teacher. So going forward, I didn't send her to school the next day. I wasn't going to do that. And then Thursday, which was 2 days after the incident, I sent her to school because I was just like, it's a half day, just I'm waiting on this paperwork just so I can sign it. It's a letter of intent to enroll in homeschool, and I'll come and get you, and you don't have to return to the school. So basically, she went to the school, and I walked her into her class, and she cried. She did not want me to let her go, and as a parent, it was so hard to do and go through and watch, and all my emotions were coming out. I was upset that this situation happened, and then I was just like sad for her that she didn't feel comfortable going in and crying, and I was not going to leave my child there. So I walked away and with my child, and I see the principal, so I went up to the principal and told the principal the situation. She knew the situation and she was aware of it, and you know, I just said, you know, I don't know what to do, and I'm not going to leave her here with her crying. And she's just like, well, as a parent, I would keep her in class or keep her in the school. And I just said, well, of course, you're a principal. I'm talking to a principal, you know, and you want your funding from your school, because in order for them to get funding, they have to have 100% attendance. So I know the way it works, and I don't blame them, but you know, when it comes to my kid, I'm gonna protect my kid. And I just said, you know, I'm already in the process of homeschooling, getting through the homeschooling thing, but you know, I just have to have a paper in order to like not or disenroll her from school. So basically, you know, I just was like, okay, I'm not gonna send my daughter to school. Went in the attendance thingy, and I told them, okay, she's not coming to school. So from that day forward, we have been homeschooling, and it has been amazing. I am the unschooling mom. You know, at first going into homeschooling, I was, you know, working with curriculums. I was doing it from, I think it was like, back when we first started homeschooling, I would wake her up about 8:39, and we would go get some breakfast or eat breakfast or whatever the case may be, and we would start our day. As time went on, and just, you know, dealing with the baby, you know, I had my little one, and she was a toddler at the time, so she wasn't in class, and there is a ant on my freaking there was an ant. Oh, it's still right there. So basically, you know, I had my older daughter upstairs, my little one downstairs, and I was going up and down, up and down, up and down to make sure one's doing their work and then one's okay. So it was very chaotic. Gradually, I just became that lenient, laid-back homeschooling mama. And as time went by, I became that unschooling mama, which unschooling means I didn't go through like a curriculum, or I didn't, you know, go by the Common Core standards. Common Core sucks. This is why I do not teach Common Core in homeschooling. I think it's stupid. So anyways, yeah, basically we enjoyed it. About a week before public school started here, because now we are in a different county. We moved. Thank Jesus that we have moved and out of that county and out of that school district, because you know, we have heard nothing but great reviews on the school that we're currently in, and it's great numbers. Just just all around amazing. It's a nice layout. It looks fancy schmancy. So, okay, so going back to how this all came out. So, my kids and I, we were at the neighbor's house and we were just chilling, and the daughter goes, Jody, Bryn wants to go to public school. And I look at Bryn and I'm like, you do? And she's just like, yeah, I do. And I go, okay, are you 100% sure? Because like, since I think the beginning of 4th grade, actually since moving here, she has been on the fence about it. So have I. It's just, I've been on the fence with it because I want her to go and get with her peers and her kids her age. I've always been on the fence about sending them back to public school, but I've always thought, or I've always seen on the TV, oh, another school shooting, or, you know, shooting near a school, and it's like, I don't want to deal with that. And it freaked me out, you know, like we had at her old school in San Diego, there was a drug raid at a home around the corner, technically about 2 houses down from the school. And they did not shut the school down, they did not lock it down. It was right when school got out. So it was very, very like stressful, and I just don't want to go through that. So anyways, going back to her telling me she wants to go back to public school. She basically told me she wanted to go 110%, she wanted to go back. And I just gave her the breakdown that she has to go to bed early, she has to get up in the morning, she has to do homework, she has to do schoolwork. You know, it's not where mama teaches her or gives her an assignment or whatever and I forget about it, or, you know, it's just, I'm laid back about it. This is like, you have to get group grades, you have to do this and do this and do this. And, you know, don't fight me on getting up in the morning, and don't fight me about homework, and, you know, because before she would fight me about it. So anyways, I gave her all these things that she has to do, and she's just like, okay. And ever since then, Bryn has been amazing. This transition to going back to public school, and not to mention, you guys, we were going to bed pretty darn late for their age. They should not be going to bed that late, but I'm a lenient, cool mom, and sometimes that kind of got me in trouble because it's like I'm trying to be a mom, but, you know, they don't want to listen to me because I am lenient on things. And so basically, you know, our bedtime is 9:30 compared to 1 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 2 in the morning, and getting up late. So it has been a huge change for us, especially me, because I have always been a night owl from the time I was a little kid to now. I've been always a night owl, and, you know, getting to bed early is very hard for me. So this has been a very big transition, and that is the main reason why I have not uploaded a video, just because I would normally edit at night. I would put my headphones on and edit while they're on the iPads and chilling, doing whatever. But now I can't do that because I gotta put them to bed, and then I'm getting myself to bed because this mom is tired. So with that being said, the girls are in public school. This transition has gone amazing. Bella, oh my goodness, it is so incredibly awesome just to see Bella going to kindergarten. She loves it. I mean, I have been blessed with 2 beautiful girls who have not given me any hard time about schooling, other than that one incident with the teacher. Hi, baby. So today was pink day, and she wore pink. Tell them, do you like your class? You like going to school? Yeah? Yeah, she loves going to school and talking to boys, huh? Talking to boys. So it is pretty stressful though, because Bryn goes in the morning, Bella goes in the afternoon. Bella, since she's in kindergarten, they do half day here, which I'm not used to, because when Bryn was in kindergarten, she went full day, and then they get out at the same time. So it's pretty amazing. Okay. So it has been amazing with this transition. I couldn't have asked for a better, smooth ride going into public school after 3 years of being homeschooled. However, I do miss my babies at home, and sometimes I don't know what to do with myself. Like, I come home and I'm like, okay, what do I do? Lately, I have been just relaxing, going in the pool, watching chick flicks that I can't watch around them. You know, I got my 50 Shades of Grey playing sometimes. But other than that, we are doing amazing. Leave me your comments down below to make this transition, like, because leave me your comments. Just, I mean, and if you guys ever decide to want to homeschool, I know I watch some homeschooling mamas and I follow some on Instagram, and I praise them for having more than 2 kids and homeschooling more than 2 kids, because it's so hard sometimes to homeschool 2 children. But I wouldn't have wanted it any other way, because I enjoyed my babies being home. What? Tell them about your schooling. Like, do you like school?
I do like school.
Do you miss homeschooling?
No.
What? Why? So, with that being said, apparently they don't miss me. Just kidding. But I know they're having a great time in school. They're meeting new friends. I'll insert a funny video. Who was talking to a boy? Bryn? Bellalina? Were you talking to a boy? Bellalina. Bellalina. Don't be lying to me. Was she? Who was he? What did he look like? So with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. I am getting sweaty, and thank you so much for subscribing, and we love you. And again, I am so sorry about being MIA, but I hope with this video you guys will surely understand my situation. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in our next vlog. Bye.